what up everybody's Anime Junkie, and today we're doing What If Naruto Was a Prodigy Part 3, and now let's get to the intro.
I've always liked to play with fire.
Okay guys, you guys hit the like goals way too fast on this channel, so I'm gonna change it up to 700 likes. I'm pretty sure you guys can hit this, but not as fast as you guys did in the previous video. So yeah, now welcome Anime X.
What's up guys, happy to be here. Thank you for having me on your channel, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, Team 7 will pass the written exam, and they will basically get a higher score, even beating Minato's score in the case of Naruto. After the last question, Ibiki appears and tells Naruto how he got the fastest time completing the test, and he beat Minato the 4th Hokage score. Naruto is impressed and tells Sakura and Sasuke, and they are both surprised, and they believe it because anyone can do it if it's Naruto. They get to the Forest of Death, Team 7 gets their scrolls, and Naruto immediately knows that there is a summoning seal in the scrolls, and he notices that there is 2 types of scrolls in the area. He also notices that the summoning seals are incomplete, so he sends for the other half of the scroll and finds a team. He gives the scroll to Sasuke and goes to the team, and he acts and he said, "Hey there guys, just wanted to say good luck," as he touches the shoulder of the person marking him and walking away. He goes to the other teams not to look suspicious and comes back and tells his team that he marked the team with the scroll that they need. So as soon as they start, Sasuke has one of the kunai, Naruto left him and throws it as far as he could see to the finishing tower. Naruto then comes back with the scroll and takes him to the finishing tower, and they end up beating Gaara's team, which is pretty impressive since Gaara before had basically beat everybody else's score previously, and they basically arrived there first. As soon as they open the scrolls, Iruka sensei scolds them as they didn't think they would actually open the scroll, and then he noticed that they're in the finishing tower and asks, "Don't tell me you finished the first minute of the exam," and they would just nod. And then he would congratulate them. So Sasuke doesn't get the curse mark, Sakura still has long hair, but is tied in a bun like Anko's hair. After the others get there, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura go home and train for a while. And after, on a day they're called back to the tower, Orochimaru was mad that he didn't get the chance to give Sasuke the curse mark, and probably found out that he finished the exam in the first minute, proving that Sasuke is even more of a prodigy along with Naruto. Now, they get to the preliminary tournament. Now, the first match, Naruto vs. Kiba gets destroyed with the Flying Raijin and Purple Lightning combo. The other shinobi say that he's just like the Yellow Flash. Ino at the top supports Naruto like a fangirl, and Naruto just rubs his head and saying sorry to everyone that finds him annoying. And then Sasuke's turn. He fights Yori Akado. Sasuke destroys him just like in the original because he is stronger and he doesn't have the curse marks on him. He destroys Yuri Akado basically a lot worse than he did, even with the curse marks. And I think because Sasuke was at the brink of getting a Tsutomu Sharingan cannon, he would unlock it in his training. Now, the rest of the fights happen as usual until Sakura's fight. Sakura and Ino are stronger in this what if, Sakura especially. Now, Sakura and Ino would get in a taijutsu fight, and Ino would realize Sakura is better, so she would get out of the fight and catch her breath a little. Then they would start arguing, and Sakura will cut her air in the argument to show that she's not a weak ninja now, and she doesn't really care too much about her appearance. Ino would basically do the same thing. And Naruto will stop her and tell her that he likes her with long hair, and everyone would look at Naruto and think that he just made it official. Ino would be smiling and not cut her hair, and she would try to mind transfer jutsu but miss because Sakura moved out of the way. Ino would then try to move, but then she would see that she has snakes on her feet and wouldn't be able to move anymore. So now all Ino can do is her water style. Sakura would dodge and hit Ino and knock her out, and then basically she would be able to catch a W. Naruto is proud of both Ino and Sakura, and then we move on to Lee and Gaara's fight, which will also happen, but Naruto will think that Lee's speed might be able to keep up with the speed of a level 2 Flying Raijin.
Now Naruto would know that Gaara is a Jinchuriki, so he would understand the world rejected him and the pains to be a Jinchuriki. Might Guy would step in and stop the fight. Now let's skip to the training. Sasuke will train with Kakashi, and you guys tell me what summoning he would know. Naruto would run into Jiraiya, and he would know that Jiraiya is a great Toad Sannin, and he would ask him to train him. Jiraiya would be shocked that he knows him, and he would train the kid. Jiraiya would teach Naruto summoning jutsu. On his first try, Naruto would summon a large toad, a smaller toad than Gamabunta, but still strong. On his second try, he would actually summon Gamabunta, and right as he summoned him, he would put a mark or a Flying Raijin Jutsu mark on his head. After a while, Gamabunta would tell Naruto if he wants to be his boss, he has to stay on his head for the rest of the day and not fall off. Naruto would say no because he doesn't want to be his boss, he wants to be his friend. This will shock Gamabunta, and then he would smile and think he really is his son. And then he would tell Naruto if he wants to be his friend, you need to stay on my head for the rest of the day. Naruto would agree, party because he wants to be friends with everyone, and then it would start. After a while, Naruto is still staying on his head and it's almost the end of the day. He's almost out of chakra, and then the final push where Gamabunta releases his own chakra from his head, cancelling out the chakra that Naruto has stuck on his head. Naruto would start falling and then uses his flying Raijin Jutsu because the mark he put on his head, and would teleport back. He tells Gamabunta he can continue all day with this teleporting and he will always stay on his head, and Naruto is obviously bluffing because he has 0 chakra inside of him and he can't do any more flying Raijin Jutsu. Gamabunta would know this, but he would play it off as he doesn't know, and then he would say, okay, I give up, kid, now you're my friend. Now, Naruto has 6 more days left until the final exam or the final tournament. In this 6th day, Jiraiya would teach him the Rasengan, and he's able to master it because he has the secret of the shadow clones, and he also is a prodigy or a super prodigy because Naruto is already a prodigy. Sasuke will be improving his Sharingan, and he would be learning the lightning blade technique, which is stronger than the normal Chidori, and he would also learn summoning jutsu, whichever you guys decide. It is on the card top right of the screen, so go vote there. And there is also a vote on who is going to be the next Hokage. Sasuke would also learn lightning clone and some other lightning style jutsus. That's all. Sakura will still train with Anko and learn poison jutsu like poisonous snakes, and she would also learn how to do substitution jutsu with snakes and some genjutsus, but not really strong genjutsus like kuranais, but some normal genjutsus. She will also improve on her earth style and some taijutsu too. Now here are the matchups: Sasuke versus Neji, Kankuro versus Shino, Tamari versus Shikamaru, Sakura versus Kabuto, and finally Naruto versus Gaara. Sasuke and Neji would have a hard time, but Sasuke would eventually win just by a hair. Kankuro versus Shino would be a tie. They would both poison each other like their actual fight in canon, and both of them would lose. Tamari versus Shikamaru. Shikamaru will eventually give up because of his chakra consumption. Sakura and Kabuto will not give up because this time Orochimaru wasn't injured, so he didn't have to give up to go heal him, so he's still in the tournament. Now Kabuto will get close and personal because he's only good in taijutsu, other jutsus but more taijutsu, but Sakura won't let that happen. She would use earth style and her snakes. Kabuto is still more skilled than Sakura, so he would trick her to go fight in taijutsu, and then Sakura would be forced to fight in taijutsu, but that's her expertise, and Kabuto would be underestimating her taijutsu skills and would start getting beat up and then caught off guard by one of the snakes, and then would get poisoned and would start slowing down in his taijutsu fight. He won't be able to neutralize the poison in the fight because he would be fighting against Sakura, and then eventually give up because he doesn't care about the tournament or being a chunin, and he was gonna lose anyways, so he rather not delay the inevitable. So Sakura wins. Now finally, Naruto versus Gaara. Naruto would start dodging Gaara's attacks easily, and it would make it look like child's play with his flying Raijin, by the way. He would also start talking to Gaara about how it's hard to be a Jinchuriki and what he went through, and then he would run straight at Gaara, get through his defenses, and would place a 8 trigram seal on the seal he already has, creating double layers of seal, and if Shikaku's energy or chakra would leak out of the first seal, it would just be in an even stronger seal after it breaks through. So immediately after that, Gaara would jump back, and then he would feel he's different. He's not that angry anymore. He would ask Naruto what he did, and he would tell him that he put another seal on his seal, or his weak seal, and now he won't get angry because of the Shikaku. Gaara softens up and says thanks to Naruto, and he won't be able to hurt his family anymore or give off a murderous intent. And then Naruto would tell Gaara to create his strongest defense because this next attack is gonna blow him away. Gaara would create the strongest defense he can ever create, and then Naruto would just teleport inside of the dome and hit him with a Rasengan, and the reason why he can do this is because he put a flying Raijin mark with the seal that he put on Gaara. This would end up in Gaara blowing out of his own sand dome and passing out, and everybody that's a sand shinobi would flinch because they would know that Gaara would pass out and then the Shikaku will come out, but then they would notice that the seal is stronger now, so they don't have to worry about that anymore. After that, the Konoha Crush would start and the signal will be let off, and all the shinobi would surround, sand shinobi would surround the Leaf Village, and the barrier will be created by the Sound Force surrounding the third Hokage and the Kaze Kage. But before that would actually happen, Naruto would throw a kunai inside of the barrier before it would actually start and create itself, and then he would teleport the 4 Anbu inside with himself, helping the 3rd Hokage take down Orochimaru. Then Orochimaru would summon the 1st Hokage and the 2nd Hokage to fight. Naruto does know the Reaper Death Seal from the Scroll of Sealing. He would try to use it, but then the 3rd Hokage would stop him because he would never allow a young Naruto like him to use a dangerous jutsu that takes someone's life after using it. So the 3rd Hokage would do his job in sacrificing himself for the village and taking down the 1st Hokage and 2nd Hokage, and then with the help of the others he would pin Orochimaru down, and this time, since he's not that injured and not that tired, he would be able to seal more than just Orochimaru's arms but his legs too. After that, the Sound 4 would take Orochimaru and escape. The 3rd Hokage would say that he wants everyone who passed or won, he wants them tuning, and he would say especially Naruto, he wants him a tuning. And then after that, as his last wish, he would say he wants this person to be the next Hokage, and I don't really know who he wants to be the next Hokage, and that is going to be decided by you guys, because there's a poll up in the top right corner of the screen and you guys decide who is going to be the next Hokage, Tsunade, Jiraiya, or some other person. And I think if Jiraiya is told that it was his last wish, or the 3rd Hokage's last wish, I think it would agree to become the 5th Hokage. After that, the 3rd Hokage would pass away and Naruto will cry because he's sad that the 3rd Hokage passed away. And after that, Kabuto will be wanted because he would be suspected to be a part of Hayate's death or murder. And that is it, guys. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 10 minutes because yeah, the other 3 parts, whatever. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, I hope you guys like, and make sure to hit the like goal of 700 likes. I know you guys can do it because I believe in you guys. And yeah, make sure to like because it does help the channel out. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to join the family and hit the bell icon for my future videos. And as always, Anime Junkie out.